I think to be a good general manager, the most important quality that you must have is to have good people skills. Our business is all about people, emotion, everything is around how you deal with people, how you read them, sense them, both for guests and for staff. So I think the most important quality is to have people skills. That include liking people. I think eyes for details. As a general manager, actually, it's the little things that makes a difference. Can you see things that other people can't see, so you can prevent maybe a mishap or create services that no one think about. So these are, I think, the key qualities that makes up a good general manager. Well, first of all, I think having a service culture is very important. What I mean by that is that people have to be constantly reminded that we work in a working environment, but everything that we do is about the guests. It's about providing service. If you make that service culture sort of like a natural environment, then people that work within that culture naturally are very comfortable with providing service. Another thing that's really important to make sure your staff members are keeping service in mind all the time is to lead by example and also to share success. In our industry, we get criticism all the time because we're human beings and we tend to make mistakes sometimes, and guests are not always happy, no matter how hard you try. I think it's very important that the staff hear about positive feedback, and quite honestly, they get more of that than criticism. But sometimes we probably take it too much for granted that we don't share with them as much. I try to make sure that they know about it, so they know they're doing a good job, and the only way to motivate people is to make them feel like what they're doing is appreciated. I think these are the key fundamental. Making sure they're curious, making sure that they look at the guests, not customers that they have to service, but rather people that they would like to feel so happy that they want to come back. So a hospitality concept rather than service, I think it's important to make the difference between the staff doing a job and the staff really providing warm service. I think I expect a lot from my staff, and they know that. I love this industry and I love what I do, so I'm a very passionate person. And when you have someone very passionate at the top, there's always emotions. I work a lot on how I feel, and I share a lot of my ideas with great, elaborate, passionate sort of like communication format to my staff. But I am firm. There are certain standards that I absolutely refuse to compromise, because I believe that we all represent this brand, and this brand that we all love, and I think it's such a wonderful brand. So at the top, we have to have someone driving this, more than just having a policy procedures or having certain standards. It has to come from the heart. So in short, I would say I'm firm, but I think I manage with a lot of my heart going into it. What motivates me? I don't know. I mean, I don't really think about it. I'm motivated by life, and I wake up every morning, and I think it's important that we keep a sense of reality. I mean, I'm healthy, I have a great job, I come to work every day happy. That in itself motivates me. Of course, being in this industry, what motivates me is accomplishing what I set out to do every day, which is make people happy at the end of the day. The guests are happy, the staff are happy, I'm happy. How to motivate others? I use a lot of principles that motivates me, making sure that the staff are happy in the environment and they feel content when they come to work and they feel appreciated. In the beginning was a little bit awkward because people would like raise their eyebrows at you. But now I think our world has really evolved. I feel more like I'm part of the whole, sort of like the whole team rather than the exception. Although I do still have sometimes people are very surprised that I am actually the GM. It is I'm still a male-dominated industry, but I never think about my gender. Honestly, when I work, you can't, because when you start thinking about that, you spend more time thinking about that than doing your job. As long as you do your job and you perform, I think gender issue would eventually goes away. So advice for future hotel managers. I would say to establish what makes you passionate about the industry, because that's the best foundation to enter into this industry. It's a very hard-working industry, and I think everybody knows that. Long hours, you get posted in different areas. But if you have passion and you love what you do, nothing is impossible mission. So I would say really establish the passion that you have for the industry.